So it's 2-0 lead for the Cincinnati Cyclones in the playoffs. Mike Embach with a couple of goals on Friday. David Pecan with a hat trick Saturday as the Cyclones beat Toledo twice. The Cyclones are back home for Game 3 this Wednesday night at US Bank Arena. Back a few more minutes with Reds COO Phil Castellini, and let's get right back to a few of the emails. Kerry says, love that they've added Friskies to the ballpark. Nice to see Friskies, Skyline, UDF, and the Roses at the ballpark. This is Cincinnati, and we should show them what the Reds are all about. Out-of-state fans can now enjoy what Cincinnati has to offer. Yeah, you have all of this there, right? Yeah,
there's no question. Friskies has been a longtime radio sponsor of the Reds, and we've talked for years about getting their product into the ballpark, and this year we were able to do that, and I couldn't be more excited about it. We're selling the heck out of the big boys, and to have the statue in there, if you've seen it, the big boy with the Reds uniform on, it really makes it a little extra special touch, and so we're thrilled to have it in the ballpark, and to join the other brands that you mentioned, and it really makes it a Cincinnati affair, and that's what it's all about. And I know those are great sponsors of ours that are in the ballpark, and it's a great way to activate their products at our games.
Meanwhile, Matt from Cold Springs writes, however, I have some questions about concessions. It seems like every year my favorite concession foods are being replaced. A few years ago, they offered the Big Clue foot-long hot dog, but it was removed. Last year, I loved eating the Mucho Nachos, but was disappointed to go to the game only to realize the chicken was replaced by pulled pork barbecue. Also, it seems that every year the $1 concession options are diminishing. Is this a Reds decision or more of the concessionaire decision?
Well, it's a combination of both. It was a 2-foot-long hot dog we brought out last year, and it was interesting. It was the largest food product I've ever seen produced at the stadium, and to be honest, we just didn't sell that many of them. Mm-hmm. So it's hard to put a big program behind it. In terms of the nachos on the chicken, I can probably get you chicken back on the nachos by the next game. So we'll get right on that. And in terms of the dollar stand, we've still got one upstairs, and again, we mentioned value earlier in the show, and that is still important to us. But we try new things all the time, and again, the object is to give the fans what they want, so rest assured we'll work on that chicken for the nachos.
This is from Steve, and we'll finish with this. Does the decision to put Chapman back in the closer's role impact your attendance?
That's a great question, and my short answer is I'm not sure. And, so far the attendance is up. We hope that's the case all year. We're shooting for a great American record this year. It's questionable. It's kind of guarantee the rotation in terms of if you're following when the guys are starting, you could kind of guarantee I'm going to go see them start, or you've got the option to see them a lot more frequently. Mm-hmm. So you could kind of make the argument either way. If there was a guaranteed day, you'd know he's going to start, maybe more would come. But I'd argue in the closer role, any fan that comes to any game has got an opportunity to see him. So I think it's a toss-up perhaps.
Thanks for coming in again.
You betcha.
Any emails you want, if you want to send us suggestions for Phil, send them to me, to soas@wcpo.com. I'll forward them.
You betcha.
Thanks again. More Reds.